And we're back with Bob Kapsttarra, finding out about Bronx politics from the guy who really covers it 24/7. Bob, you know, we see all these families. The Riveras, how many elected officials? Three, right? Three?
Well,
three in the Rivera family, two in the Diaz family.
Well, you know what? First of all, you have to understand Bronx politics. This is like the mafia with the five families. It's like feudal Middle Ages. There's not a unified group of politicians or a unified party up here. There are families, there are tribes, and this is how Bronx politics works, which keeps it fascinating for me.
It's like Pakistan, all these tribal fights.
A bit too, yeah. Only usually a bit more gentleman rules. Again, you know, it's you look at other boroughs, and there are political families. You look at Congress, there are political families.
But there are jealousies too. I mean, people say, well, why do they get all the jobs? You know, I hear that comment all the time.
Well, that's always the big, I mean, patronage is the big issue. Patronage is not as large as it used to be back in the old days. And one of the problems right now that I think the party has, and also Jose's side has, is you don't have a unified party. So there's not a lot of patronage left in the borough, but also people don't realize patronage also extends out of the borough to jobs in the city, state jobs, various agencies, probably a lot of private corporations and so forth who have political links. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, you want to go where the money is, you want to go where the political contributions can come in. So that's a bit of the battle. And again, thank God, you don't have that much control over local school boards, which when I came up here in '94, the school boards were cesspools with the local politicians controlling them. Now that seemingly has hopefully calmed down and gone away a lot. But again, a lot of it's patronage and local control. And I'm sorry that, you know, if you have a son who's got a brain who can rise to the job, fine. If you have a son who doesn't have a brain or who's just, then hopefully, you know, you can see good challenges rise to the occasion. It's hard. It's very difficult. That's all I can say.
Let me switch gears a little bit
Sure.
here. What's happening with Yankee Stadium? We hear, and we have a guest upcoming on this same program a little later on. We have an activist who is very involved.
I can put it in one word.
What is going on with Yankee Stadium and with the community and what the promises that were made to that community?
I'll put it in one word.
Yes.
Greed.
Okay.
Greed.
On whose part?
On the part of the Yankee, well, George Steinbrenner, I don't know if I can blame him that much, so much as his sons seem to be more in control now. Randy Levine, who sort of runs it, but I got a feeling that George's sons are more deeply involved in how they plan this. I mean, my advice to anyone who wants to go see a good baseball game, and I'm sorry we don't have one up here, go down to Coney Island and get yourself $25 seat for the Brooklyn Cyclones right on the water at Coney Island at Keyspan Park. You will have a wonderful time. It's great American baseball. Why do you have to spend $100, $200 to sit in a bleacher or whatever with obstructed views? I'm sorry.
What is happening with the former Yankee Stadium, old Yankee Stadium? Wasn't that supposed to become a park? Wasn't that coming back to the community?
Well, way back when Freddie Ferrer wanted to keep it up and have it converted to the new stadium. Adolfo wanted to have it kept up and used as a community facility, even put a hotel in part of it, use the fields, break it up into maybe more than one field, use it for all-round high school sports, local football, whatever. Sorry, folks.
So what is the latest determination? Where are we at?
Well, they're taking their sweet time tearing that stadium down. It's going to take twice as long to return those fields back to the public. Supposedly, they're going to give 4 acres less back. What they have been calling replacement park is way far away from where it originally was in the neighborhood. I think the Bronx got suckered by the Yankees in the city.
And there's a lot of people in that community who are feeling
I don't blame them.
Betrayed?
Yeah, I don't blame them. I think this was this was a bulldozer operation, and the local community be damned.
But there were a lot of politicians who were involved in those decisions.
Yes, they were.
And
Yes,
name
they
names. Who are the main people that pushed this?
Oh, let's go back to see go back to the votes, go back to the original votes. You know, I really don't want to name names because I may be misnaming one
Okay.
person,
Okay.
and because there was a local council person that did fight for this or that, there was some that just rolled over. I think when the roll is called, we will see those names.
Now, as far as the situation for the neighborhood in terms of living conditions, quality of life, is it easier to park in the neighborhood now because of the new stadium, for example?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that's
You
happening.
know, because like, I hear that the new stadium has all these incredible parking spaces now, and that
For how much?
Well,
How much
yeah,
to
but
pay
the
for it?
people in the neighborhood were always complaining because they were
Of
losing their
course.
own spots to the fans that were
Of
coming
course,
to see the games.
Of course. You know, I'd like to take it a little bit beyond the stadium because you have some major development coming down there. You have the new Gateway Center Mall,
Yeah.
which is going to be a major thing. You have a new city planning rezoning coming for the lower concourse area. Somebody in city government, which some people will do from time to time, decided to, instead of calling it lower concourse, they decided to nickname it Loco.
Local?
Loco.
Oh, okay.
So let's hope that one doesn't stick. But where you have all this light manufacturing and not really great stuff down there, this is going to be transformed. The light manufacturing will be mixed, so you will start seeing these larger buildings converted into artist lofts. There's some nice brownstone stretches down there. So you're going to see a major revitalization, renovation of this entire neighborhood from 161st Street on down. And I'd like to be around in 10 years to see what's there. Maybe we'll say, oh, there's nowhere to park anymore.
All right, let me take you back 10 years. We have only about a minute left, Bob, but let me take you back 10 years. We've come a long way. The Bronx has really
yes.
incredible
Hell yes.
progress in the last 10, 15 years, right?
I tell you, it's amazing. When I first came up here, I'd drive across 138th Street. It was an open-air drug market for the commuters
Right.
from Westchester and
Right,
Connecticut. They'd
right,
come off
right,
the Bruckner,
right,
get their
right.
weekend recreational drugs and move on. Crack wars, desolate, deserted housing. I mean, I knew a firefighter, John Rohr, worked in the Mott Haven house, who said, Cappy, we'd have 5 engines lined up at night. We wouldn't even put them in the firehouse because they'd be going all night. He said, now this place looks like Levittown. You know, so we have made tremendous strides up here. And I use we because I live in Brooklyn, but I still take pride in this
You're here
borough.
more than in Brooklyn, I'm sure.
Well, yeah. Schmoozing with politicians and sitting in squad rooms saying, guys, come on, get out there and do something, because even crime is down
Bob,
so dramatically.
I want to do this on a regular basis. I want to have
My
you
pleasure.
back 2 or
My
3
pleasure.
months from now. Come back and let's do this again
My
and catch up
pleasure.
with your latest columns.
And I won't charge you next time.
Okay, good. Thanks for coming out. And when we come back, more discussion on Yankee Stadium. We have one of the activists who's involved in this process, and he's going to be talking to one of my students about this issue. A lot more on Yankee Stadium when we